Hi, Bridget Conlog here for CMS 340. If you're preparing for the cold and flu season, you're probably stocking up on some honey. For Paul and Andy Szott of Szott's Bees, there's never a shortage. Paul and Andy have been raising their own bees for years, selling their honey too. For this feature story, Noah Hersom and I decided to interview this father-son duo to see just what the buzz was all about.
Well, from the time I was a small kid, I was always fascinated by colonized insects. So I guess it started off just being very fascinated by the insect world, especially the insects that live in colonies.
It was just something that my dad did, while I was playing Nintendo or whatever, or fishing at the fishing hole. And I started to pick up some of the interests my father was into because it gave us something to bond. It was an interest that we shared.
My brother-in-law was cutting trees off his land, and he found this tree that had honeybees living in it. He knew I was interested in honeybees, so he decided he would cut it so that I could have the log with the bees in it taken over and put in my backyard. And I watched them all that summer, working busy as bees are, and they gathered enough honey in that log to actually get through that first winter.
I went and I surprised my dad and I bought 10 colonies of bees. I took some money that I had set aside and saved and bought 10 colonies, and I basically just kind of brought them home and was like, hey Dad, check this out. Yep.
I found out one thing, that there is some money can be made with bees. Not a lot of money, but enough to sometimes help you out, the family and everything, a little extra income. I found out that there is a demand for honey. People like natural stuff like honey. I worked at a local supermarket, so I had a perfect outlet to sell the honey in. So I used to take it in there, and the manager used to allow me to put it on the shelves in there and go ahead and sell it.
We focus a lot on honey production because it's just such a high demand item. People love it. That's what they want. It's a supply and demand thing. We can never have enough honey, but we sell a lot and it sells fast. The orders come in so quickly. We do a lot wholesale. We also get involved with some pollination work, and that involves moving the bees around at night and dropping them off and picking them up like a week, 2 weeks later. We get paid for that. We could also sell bees, but we're not in the business of selling bees at the moment because we're trying to get our own numbers up. And then once we have bigger numbers, we'll be able to sell more bees. So we'll be doing both the pollination and the selling. We offer a kind of a local sustainability. What we've done is we've tried to offer slightly better rates for pollination services. And that creates a competitive element where it can keep costs down.
For Paul, it seems a fascination drove him to raise these native bees of Maine. And for Andy, childhood nostalgia coupled with a desire to fill his father's shoes. No matter the reason, these men are definitely committed. Once again, I'm Bridget Conlog for CMS 340, bringing you the news that is truly the bee's knees.
Oh, you got some bees there. Oh yeah. How much you get out of there? Still got a few in, huh?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Put it on and I'll smoke it. Get these guys moving down, then we'll